high-level reconciliation now? It wasn't too long ago when the U.S. government was arguing...
Well, first of all, we've always acknowledged that reconciliation has to be a part of the solution, ultimately, in Afghanistan, and we will do whatever we can to support that process. I think one of the principles that we have established with President Karzai is transparency with one another as this process goes forward. So we are in very close consultations with President Karzai and the Afghan government. So we know what they're doing, they know what we're doing, and they understand what our requirements are. And frankly, we share with them what we think will be in their own best interests as the process goes along. But it's basically a partnership as we go forward with this, with clearly the Afghans in the lead. But I think we're confident that we have access into this process and plenty of opportunities to make our concerns as well as our suggestions known.
We've been constantly reminded over and over again that this is an Afghan process. It's Afghan.
Whenever opportunities arise that are worth exploring, I think we ought to take advantage of that, and whether they lead to something concrete in the short term or establish a predicate for something that may develop months or a year from now, I think really doesn't matter. We just, we need to be open to opportunities that arise.
Would you expect a decision on that to be linked to some kind of debate on the U.S.?
This is a long process. There are two aspects to it. The reintegration aspect is accelerating. More and more of the fighters on the field are seeking a way out. Many of them found themselves employed by the Taliban or related insurgents because it was a way to make a living. And our reports are that more of them are seeking to leave the battlefield behind. And our red lines for them are the same as our red lines for reconciliation. They have to renounce violence, give up their weapons, renounce al-Qaeda and the insurgency, and abide by the laws and constitution of Afghanistan.
Both on missile defense, there's now a broad expectation of...
We support what the Afghans are doing. We obviously have sought and obtained transparency, and we have an understanding of their goals and objectives, and they have a very clear understanding of our red lines. So this will play out over a period of time. And obviously, we have, for more than a year, supported this kind of effort, but the timing is everything, and the sincerity of the outreach is everything. And so we're not yet ready to make any judgments about whether or not any of this will bear fruit on the reconciliation front, while we continue to see fighters coming off the battlefield on the reintegration front.